the future of brain-computer interfaces for communication. For most of human history, communication depended on physical action. Speaking, writing, typing. Thoughts had to pass through the body. But brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, are changing that. Neural activity itself can interact with technology. This fundamentally changes communication. The brain communicates internally through electrical signals. Neurons generate action potentials, forming complex networks. Every intention begins as neural activity. Could these electrical patterns be translated directly into communication? A BCI connects neural activity to an external device. It interprets brain signals, converting them into commands. These commands can control a cursor, generate text, or interact with various digital systems. BCIs collect signals in different ways. Non-invasive methods like IG use electrodes placed on the scalp. Implanted electrodes placed directly on or inside the brain offer higher signal precision. The challenge is interpreting brain activity correctly. It's extremely complex, with millions of neurons firing simultaneously. The brain doesn't produce simple commands. Signals must be decoded from overlapping neural patterns. Step 1. Neural activity is detected. When a person thinks, specific neural populations become active. Step 2. Signals are processed digitally. Recorded signals are filtered and processed by algorithms. Step 3. Machine learning identifies patterns. Systems are trained to recognize intentions or actions. Step 4. Output is generated. The interpreted signal is converted into an action. One important use of BCIs is helping people who cannot communicate normally due to paralysis. Someone unable to speak may still generate neural activity for speech. BCIs aim to translate those patterns directly. Controlling devices is important, but communication changes something deeper. It's connected to identity and independence. Restoring the ability to communicate means restoring part of how a person interacts with the world. At first, BCIs sound futuristic, but the real complexity isn't the hardware. It's understanding the brain itself. Thoughts aren't simple words. They emerge from distributed neural activity across multiple regions. As BCIs improve, artificial intelligence becomes increasingly important. AI detects subtle patterns. Humans cannot. This allows communication systems to become faster and more accurate over time. There are still limitations. Noisy signals, imperfect decoding, and medical risks with invasive systems. Ethical questions arise about privacy and neural data. How should these systems be controlled? The future of BCIs will likely develop step by step, not suddenly. Communication systems may first help individuals with severe neurological impairments. Later, the technology may expand into broader human-computer interaction systems. BCIs are not simply reading minds. They interpret patterns associated with intention and communication. Human thought is much more complex than direct language output. That difference matters. For most of history, communication required movement. BCIs suggest a future where neural activity itself becomes the pathway. This changes the relationship between thought, language, and technology. Brain-computer interfaces are creating new ways for neural activity to interact directly with external systems. By detecting, processing, and decoding brain signals, BCIs may eventually transform communication for all. It changes how you think about the boundary between the brain and technology itself. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to learn more.